I don't know if y'all can see me down here in the corner, lower left. I'm very small, but I'm here. I am actually out for the next 2 weeks, but I will still be available on Zoom. I will still be making videos and posting them on Canvas so you can watch them. So if y'all ever have any questions over a video or if you need help, please join me on Zoom. I'll have it open during all day. So you can hop on during your class period and ask me for help if you need it. I will be here, I promise, even though I'm not physically there. Today we're looking at a new or kind of new topic, kind of sort of. It's understanding integers. So we're going to be representing them. We're going to be given a scenario. We have to determine if it's a positive or negative integer, and then we're going to be looking at some opposites. All right, let's get started. And you are going to have an IXL skill over this first part for representing. All right, we want to read the scenario and we have to determine if the number they gave us is going to be represented with a negative number or a positive number. So the first one says, Randy, the quarterback, had a loss of 2 yards. So that word loss tells me that it's going to be negative. So -2. Jane owes her brother $4. So because Jane owes somebody money, she has to pay that money to somebody. This would be a -4. Elias, the halfback, had a gain of 2 yards. So that word gain tells me that it's going to be positive. And I don't have to put the plus sign. I can just put a 2, and it's understood that it's positive. Sylvia received 3 bonus points on her test. Bonus points tells me that she got it added, so that's +3. Bill found $5. So if you find money on the ground, that's money you didn't have before. You're adding it to your pocket, so that would be a positive. Same thing here. Jillian found 4 $1 bills in her purse. So she found $4. So that would be +4. Bobby paid $5 to go to the movies. So when you pay for anything, you're losing that money. So that would be a negative integer. So -5. Sinicia had 3 points deducted on her test. Deducted tells me that it's going to be negative. And then we have a couple more here. The submarine was 50 meters below sea level. So the word below tells me that it's going to be negative. The temperature reached 10 degrees below zero. So again, below tells me negative, -10. Susan deposited $50 in her checking account. So when it comes to these terms like deposit and withdrawal, y'all probably don't quite know what they are yet. Deposit means you're putting money into the bank. Okay. So you have money and you're giving it to your bank to put into your account. Deposit means you're putting it into your account. So depositing $50 into her checking account would be a positive because she's not really losing it, just going into her bank. If it were withdrawal means you're taking money out. So that would be a negative. Maria purchased a purse for $45. So anytime you purchase something or buy something, you're losing money. So that'd be negative. Jeremy climbed a hill 50 meters above sea level. So versus up here where it said below, above means it's positive. So +50. Susan wrote a check for $50. When you write a check, it's like you're spending that money. So this would be a -50. And then the high for the day was 5 degrees below zero. Okay, again, below would be negative. And then Maria received $45 for her birthday. So when you receive money, you're getting that money. So that would be a +45. And that's it for representing. Just look for those keywords. There's always a keyword that tells you if it's going to be negative or positive. All right, and then here we're going to kind of switch gears and we're going to be looking at opposites. Remember that the opposite of any positive is that number is a negative and vice versa. The opposite of any negative is that number is a positive. They're equal distance from zero on either side. So right here, we've got these 8 points that were given to us, and I actually labeled them up here for you. It's going to spell something at the end. So -1 1/4. So that'd be a little bit past -1 on the number line. So here's -1, a little bit past 1/4 is 1/4. So right here, +3, that one's easy. -2.75, that's -2 3/4, almost +3. So on my number line, I'd look at almost +3 right before it. There it is. -2 1/4 or -2 1/4, that's a little bit past -2. So here's -2, a little bit past that would be here. Positive 1/2 is between 0 and 1. Right here is E. Negative 3.5 or negative 3.5 is halfway past negative 3, so L. 1.5 is between 1 and 2, so right here. And then T is negative 1, so negative 1 is right here. All right, so now what we're going to do for these remaining 8 is we're going to identify its opposite, and then we're going to place them on the number line. So the opposite of the negative 1 1/4 would be a positive 1 1/4. So that's a little bit past 1. So I'll go to 1, a little bit past 1/4. See, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. So 1/4 would be just one of those. Right here is E. O, the opposite of 3 would be negative 3. That one's easy to plot right here. That's O. The opposite of 2.75 or 2 3/4 is what that would be as a fraction. So the opposite would be negative 2.75. That's almost to negative 3. So if we look here, almost to negative 3, or like I said earlier, this is 3/4 because 75 cents is 3/4. So 1, 2, 3 would be right here. That's V. Y is the opposite of negative 2 1/4. So that's positive 2 1/4. A little bit past 2. Here's 2. 1/4 past will be right here. That is Y. Opposite of 1/2 is negative 1/2. So that's between 0 and 1. So right here is H. The opposite of negative 3.5 would be positive 3.5. Remember that 0.5 means a half. So really this is 3.5 would be Y. So 3 and then halfway past would be here. It's another Y. The opposite of the opposite of 1 1/2 would be negative 1 1/2. So that's negative 1 1/2 would be between negative 1 and negative 2. Halfway between would be here. So that's M. Love math. And then the opposite of negative 1 would be positive 1. And that one's easy to plot. Here is positive 1. And that is our point V. So love math every day. Of course, you've got to love math every day. At least I do. Anyway, so that's all this lesson is over, guys. Just knowing the opposites. Any opposite of a negative is that number is a positive and vice versa. And then just representing integers from a given word scenario. So looking for those keywords like above, below, deposit, withdraw. Like I mentioned earlier, I am available on Zoom all day during the school day. So if you want to hop on during your class period and ask me any question, I'm here. But y'all have a great day. Please don't hesitate to ask. I'm here for you for the next 2 weeks. Y'all have a great day, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye, guys.